What's up, y'all? I'm Reed the Fishmonger, and this is how you fillet a spotted gar. Spotted gar are a big challenge for a lot of people to fillet. What's up, y'all? I'm Reed the Fishmonger. We're here with Captain Dewey of Central FL Fishing Charters. If you guys want to get on some gar shooting with a bow and arrow, he's the guy to hit up. It's harder than it looks. I thought it was gonna be easy. It wasn't. But what I can make easy for you is how to clean them. A lot of people have trouble with it, but we're here to always show you the easier way to do things. So, Captain, when I clean spotted gar, we've got these spots right here where it makes slipping your knife underneath and going down, turning it around, going up towards the head again, and we repeat that process. That little spot right here, and you can probably see it on the camera, right there, makes puncturing these armored plates very easy. And you crunch down a little bit there.
That's exactly how I do it.
And you're not gonna be able to get your knife through that center part, but you just take your kitchen shears, slide underneath that skin, and crunch on through. That gives you that nice good opening. I like to grab the head like that. Be careful of those teeth poking out, though they can poke you. You wanna get your scissors in there. Bolt cutters work also. If you got like garden cutters work good too. And you just work your way down the back. All right, there you go. Now that you've made your incision down the back, you're gonna take your fillet knife and get right along the opening there and ride it all the way down. Making nice smooth motions, getting as close to that skin as you can. You can even kind of rest them on his side. That way it's kind of more similar to a normal skinning motion that you're used to. Notice how we're not leaving any of the meat on the skin there. These Florida spotted gars aren't the biggest, so you really don't get much meat off of them. So this part right here is a good way to make sure that you get every little bit of meat that you can off of these small spotted gar. All right, I'm gonna flip them over and repeat the process. Get your knife right underneath that skin. Captain, is this how you do this part as well?
Exactly the same way.
Having a knife that has a little bit of flex to it is really helpful with skinning these spotted gar. But again, you can lay your fish down like that and give nice, long, smooth motions like that, running along that skin. Makes it nice and easy. And that last motion will be where we cut off the skinning part. All right, this is about where I like to skin the gar. Do you go all the way underneath when you're doing it?
I don't go all the way down to the belly. I just go down to about where you have it there and try to get as much of that fillet off as possible.
Yeah, so something important for you guys to know is one of the many reasons why we clean gar this way is you do not want the guts touching your fillet on these spotted gar. The guts are toxic, the eggs are toxic if they're spawning. Don't want to eat it, don't want it touching your fish. You can see the center spine right here has got a different color, and that's what we're going to want to follow along with our knife. So we're going to make a small incision first, and we want to get as close to that center spine as we can. They are soft, so it's a little harder to make sure you don't cut through it than some of the other fish that have nice tough spines. And the reason why we're doing a shallow incision first is because the ribs are right here, and you really want to make sure you do not cut through those ribs, because what is underneath the ribs is the guts, and you really don't want those gar guts spilling. We want to keep them intact along with the fish, and going around the ribs is how we accomplish that. So you can see here, all the way down here by the tail, like those are bones that are also around the ribs. So we're wanting to work around those and not puncture those. It starts from up here and goes all the way down here. And it doesn't flatten out until right in front of this fin by the tail. All right, make one nice long motion there, and that meat is released. And there we go. There's our spotted gar fillet with a nice bow and arrow hole inside of it. Let's go ahead and get the other side off. Same process, we're gonna do a nice shallow incision all the way down. Nice and smooth all the way down. Gentle hand, making sure we don't puncture those rib bones. Once we get to the ribs, we can start cutting the other direction to go around them. Once you're at the base, cut through. Cut through. And this one came off in a couple of pieces from where it was hit by the bow and arrow. And there's our two nice fillets. As you can see, you really don't get a lot of meat out of this spotted gar, but it is delicious. Give it a try. Have fun cleaning your fish, you guys. And if you're ever in the Central Florida area and you want to learn how to shoot one of these fish with a bow and arrow, give this man a shout. Central FL Fishing Charters. And as you guys can see, those white lines right there are the bones that you're going around. Once you find those, you can start exiting out and getting your meat off. All of the guts are still in the inside of this fish, so it didn't create much mess or fuss on our cutting boards. It didn't cross-contaminate our meat, and that's exactly what you want. You really don't get a ton of meat off of these guys, but what you do get is delicious. You should give it a try. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a killer day.